Hey, what's up, guys? Tony here, and this is one of my sniping games on Derail, and I think it's probably one of the better ones I had of the night. I go 10 and 9. That's not spectacular, but some of the shots I'm pretty proud of because, like I said before, I don't snipe. I never snipe, and so this is sort of my first sort of foray into sniping. So for those of you guys who are good at sniping, please feel free to give me comments and feedback on some of the stuff, like how to navigate maps, because I'm still trying to learn how to do that. So. Some of the later some of the later games that I played, I thought I did a better job at navigating the map. This one's, I don't know, I just kind of like some of the shots in here. So, anyways, as the title suggests, this is Ghost Stories Part 2. And I've got some pictures for you guys, too. Now, where I left off, I was talking about my parents' house. I've got a couple of really good ghost stories from my parents' house. One of them was when I wasn't living there. Actually, these both happened when I wasn't living there anymore. But one of them, my mom called me and she said, actually, let me backtrack. My younger brother was in the Navy, and he went out on deployment. He was on the USS Gridley, and he went out on deployment one time with the Ronald Reagan battle group, and they went out on the Pacific Rim, and they stopped in Malaysia or Thailand or Japan or some Asian, Eastern, Southeast country. And apparently, according to the clairvoyant psychic lady that my mom had come to the house, he picked up what she called a hitchhiker. Basically, was a spirit that was attracted to Chris's spirit, no homo, and hitchhiked from Southeast Asia all the way back to the U.S. No passport, you know. This guy's an illegal alien. And settled in my parents' house because my younger brother was living with my parents at the time. And so anyways, what happened is that this ghost was trapped in my parents' house, couldn't get back home, couldn't back to his stomping grounds or whatever. And as a result, the ghost started to act up or manifest itself or display its presence, like showing that it needs to get home. And so one of the times, and this I guess was the ghost that I saw, the head and shoulders shadow figure. But one of the times, my mom called me, and she would call me regularly. She'd be like, by chance, did something weird happen at Grandma's house? And whenever she'd said that, usually something had happened at my house, which was kind of strange and unexplainable. And this time she called, and she's like, I need you to come up to the house and take some pictures. I was like, okay, why? She goes, because there's crayon coloring on the ceiling in the dining room. And then here's a picture of the dining room, and if you can tell, that's my little niece in the corner. The ceilings are like 20 feet tall, so you'd have to get a ladder on top of the dining table just to color on the ceilings. And there was crayons or colored pencils or something on the table, and my younger brother had come out for breakfast, and I don't know why he had looked up at the ceiling. I don't know what. Anyways, he saw it, and he was like, what the hell is that? So there's these drawings, and you can see by the pictures, there's like this sort of like a wavy line shape, very light and very faint. Anyway, so it was really long. It was an uninterrupted line that went on for about 6 feet and it made like a left-hand turn. And so a person, even standing on a ladder, couldn't draw one continuous line like this. It was thicker in one area, got a little faint. Anyways, you'll see by the pictures I put up there. And that was really weird. Like, I could not explain that, because when I got there and I saw him, I jumped on the table and I was looking as close as I could, and I was like, huh. You know, I'm 6'3", and standing on that table, I couldn't reach it from where I was standing. I was just like, huh. That is strange. That's one of the more strange things I've ever seen. And so anyways, that's one of the ghost stories. It's not a scary one. It's just sort of one of those you just go like, okay, weird. But the other one really got me nervous, like all scared and stuff. And I like telling this story because it's kind of funny. But I was babysitting my niece at my parents' house. And so my mom, my dad, my former sister, or my ex-sister-in-law, and my younger brother, maybe my younger brother wasn't there. I think he was out on deployment. Anyways, they went out to a casino. And the whole damn people, I went out to the casino, and they asked me if I could watch my niece. And I said, yeah, sure. So I'm sitting at my parents' kitchen table, the same one where the coloring thing happened, and I'm looking. I got the TV on, I got my computer on, I'm doing something, more likely it's schoolwork, and one of my mom's dogs, black poodle named Big, he would sit and stare like from the archway that I had seen the Head and Shoulders ghost thing from. If you look beyond that, there was this main entry area, and then there was like a left-hand turn, another archway, which led to a long hallway that went back to the house, to the front part of the house, which had 2 bedrooms. The bedroom my brother and his wife were staying in, and then my niece's bedroom, and back there was a bathroom. Well, this black dog, Big, was sitting in front of that, like in the main walkway area, looking at the archway, and he would not move. He sat there like on guard, and every now and again my mom would tell me he would growl. For no apparent reason, he would just start growling. Well, this night I'm sitting there, and it's kind of dark, the air conditioning's on because it's summertime, and so things are like going on. I know stuff's going on, but the air conditioning makes a distinct sound. It's like, you know, you just hear or whatever the sound it makes. And I see him sitting there, and I'm like, Big, what are you doing? You know, he kind of looks at me real quickly and goes back to what he was doing. And then that's when I hear something. I'm like, what is that noise? I hear like a humming sound. I'm like, okay, I'm getting the chills right now. I'm like, okay, that's weird. So I walk down there, and so I like turn on every single light on the way down because it's scary in that house. And I go back all the way back to the bathroom. Oh, and the baby monitor was on too. And so I go all the way back down to the bathroom, and the door was closed, but I could hear the fan on the inside of the bathroom was on. And it's like the fan you use when you're in the shower. And so anyway, so I turn the fan off, and I sort of just kind of I don't close the door all the way. So I walk back, I sit down, and not too much longer, got the TV on, and all of a sudden I hear a door close. Doosh. I'm like, oh my god, what the F? And so I go running down there, and the door, like, all the doors are closed. But then I remember that I forgot to close that door all the way, and so that really creeped me out. And so then I went back to the front of the house. I'm just like, holy shit, I don't want to go back there. That's freaking scaring me. And then I remember my niece is sleeping down there. She's in her own little bedroom and stuff. I think I'm running over right now, so sorry about that, guys. But anyways, and then I was just like, oh, she's fine, because I remembered my mom had told me, and I'd seen this in person, and this is kind of like creepy too, is like I was playing in what Reagan would call, is my niece's name, Reagan's room, and she would look up at the closet, her closet, and she would always look at her closet, and I'm like, what are you looking at? Like one time we were in there, and she's like, we're playing around, she's looking up, and she's looking at the closet, and I don't know. I said apparently that my grandfather, who had passed away 2 months before she was born, she would call him Papa. She's like, oh, Papa. I'm like, okay, that's a long story. That's a cool story in itself. Anyways, my mom told me that her friend, the psychic lady, said that a protective spirit lived in that closet and protected that room. So like the weird things that were happening in the house were going on all around, but that room that Reagan was living in was protected by this protective spirit that we all think, well, my mom especially thinks it was my grandfather. So anyways, guys, I got the chills. My goosebumps are up pretty high right now after telling the story. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy this. Sorry I'm running over so long. Thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for subscribing, and I'll talk to you later.